I believe you. Calm down.
No, round.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, everybody. How you doing? So tonight I figured, since the Strahd encounter is on the horizon, I would wear the shirt that, it has Strahd on it. So just so, I don't have to describe him now. You just look at my shirt and you will see Strahd. I'm kidding. This is a cherished prized possession. Michael Bolton, 94 World Tour. You can be jealous. It's fine. Anyway, we're back. We're back at it. It's been 2 weeks, guys, and we're here playing some Curse of Strahd. We have a full cast for the first time in a month and a half, which is exciting. I'm always glad to see all the smiling faces around me. But before we talk about that kind of stuff, let's get into some housekeeping. We are FeatherFall Tabletop, and we are sponsored by two different companies here. One is Found Familiar. They have given us a 10% off affiliate link down below here on the Twitch. You check that out and get 10% off on your order of fine coffee. It's been a while. Dang it. Cranky old mage is making egg salad sandwiches in the chat. It's getting weird already. But anyway, Found Familiar, discount down below. Use the affiliate link, FeatherFall, code FeatherFall at checkout. Save yourself 10%. We also have Skull Splitter Dice. They are giving us that same 10% off. Use code FeatherFall at checkout. Get yourself a discount there. They're putting out tons of a player's guide for 5th edition. If you need a refresher on, I think they did Tabaxi the other day, maybe. I can't remember, but they're doing them all over the place. So if you need like a refresher, go check those out. They're doing the content there. They got tons of dice. Check them out. Tomorrow night we'll be on the channel, same time, for some Call of Cthulhu, the Lightless Beacon. That is a one-shot I will be running. Pretty excited about that. This will be the first on-stream game of Call of Cthulhu, and pretty excited about that. But here we are for Curse of Strahd every other Saturday. You can, we have other stuff too on the channel, I'm sure you're aware of. I'll skip over it. Curse of Strahd. This is session 13. I titled this one, Whose Idea Was This? Because all of pre-stream chat has been like, why are we at the windmill? And they're placing blame on a lot of people, but it's really fallen on Tack, I think. Maybe it's just it's your turn, Everybody else has been blamed for so many things. It's your turn. But we are here. This is episode 13. This is a spotlight for Roll20. They have sponsored us. They are a special sponsor for this segment, this playthrough of Curse of Strahd. So we're using the Curse of Strahd Roll20 module. You'll see some maps come up. So you can check them out at roll20.net. This is how we roll. Anyways, here we go. Recap of session 12. Oof, guys. So you were in Vallaki, wrapping up things there. Was it the ambush last time? So you ambushed
Yeah, we murdered that guy.
Yes. One of the lackeys of the Burgermeister there, just kind of an all-around bad guy. You guys kind of set up an ambush at Blinsky's toy shop. Because you knew he was coming there to pick up his latest edition of the Irina doll that this toy maker is making, and you ambushed him, took care of him, kind of got out of there, I think, stopping at the general store on the way out, or the stockyard on the way out, being tempted by a armored saber-toothed tiger in a circus wagon. I don't know how you guys left that unfulfilled.
I wanted it so bad. So bad.
But better judgment, only to have bad judgment later. On your way out, you were moving down Savalich Road, heading back to what you were hoping is going to be Madame Eva, because that was your very first lead starting this whole show. We should probably meet with her at some time. But you're heading that way and decided it was getting late. You weren't going to make it there in time before nightfall. But before you broke away, Tack got a special visit from someone calling him to Lake Zerovich. As you guys went and checked out the bank, he was pulled down by some tentacles coming from the center of the lake, pulling him under. And he actually had a visit with his patron down at the bottom of Lake Zerovich, asking you to ultimately do what you're already on board of doing. Take care of Strahd. It seems like he is your patron has been entombed in this lake, we could say, and getting rid of Strahd is going to help relieve that. After that, you started on your way, and you decided you were going to cut through the woods and go to the windmill that is kind of high up on the hill, and check that out and maybe stay there for the night. After some debating, there was a moment where we kind of worked on the physics of how windmills actually work. It's not moving, but Bull was thinking he would ride the windmill anyways. We forgot about gravity and the like, so that didn't. You guys were arguing. Avi said, "Okay, peace out, guys. I'm going up to the windmill." Kind of went up there, knowing, because as I was rewatching last episode, Avi, you were the only one that saw the meat wagon, the meat pie wagon approaching, and that woman going into the windmill. You knew that, and you still approached. And you, before you could even knock on the door, she opened the door, recognizing you immediately, asking, return customer, did you need more meat pies? They are out currently. And we left off with Avi touching the lips of this woman and telling, just shush. She, and that's where we're going to pick up. If I missed anything, please just chime in. The Discord's blowing up, so I don't know what's happening. I have to ignore. So, you should be on the map, and I revealed some of the other areas that we didn't quite see last time. So, you should see, Avi, you can see down in Area 1, it's at the bottom left of that quad. And I revealed a little bit of what you could see when she did open the door. So you do see a little cart in there. You do see some other stuff just kind of about. Area 2, moving up the windmill, there is some scaffolding that looks rather dilapidated. Moving around. And then Area 3 and 4, there are some... Area 3 has a window. Area 4 is at that very tip-top cone of this wagon. Or, not wagon, windmill. W word. So, you touch her lips. She brings up her long, spindly fingers with these nails that are kind of like starting to curl over. They haven't been, trimmed. Hygiene's not really her thing. She grabs your hand and pulls it down and says, don't you be touching the face, dear. But... she's got your hand, and she's kind of like pulling it in like towards her chest, and her other hand comes up on your forearm and like right at the crook of your elbow, and then kind of like pulling. If you want to come inside, you surely can. And at this point, I don't think anybody followed, or at least they were en route to meet with Avi. So I think he's there alone, at least for the short time being.
We're going to switch to battle screen, so it's going to be a little goofy for everybody watching for just a second. It's already
battle screen, you say?
I mean, there's a map on the screen. We got to highlight Roll20 maps, so we're good. Yeah. I'm excited. If she says I can go in, I'm going in, by the way.
Fucking hate you, Avi.
What can you
roll
see?
my eyes the strongest I possibly can.
What can
this
you see?
Is the
Roll20? Is there something you shouldn't see?
Maybe.
Like, this is one of those moments where, like, Myrna seriously regrets promising to bring everybody back alive. Because under normal circumstances, to be like, well, the weak one's got to get eaten.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to, like, try to pull you in. And you can go if you'd like.
Can I get a perception check in the room as like?
She actually closed the door behind you. And last time, we'll recap what you did see last time. You did see like a makeshift kitchen. You do see kind of a cauldron, a big black kettle that is kind of heating in the center. Nothing of mill-like, like a windmill using its actual function of grinding things. Nothing of that sort. And you did see some stairs that kind of went up in the back.
So I'm going to allow... So as she opens the door is when I want to do a perception check. And
Okay.
I'm going to use my... Well, we're not in initiative. So I'm going to have my wildfire spirit pop up inside the windmill.
Okay. All right.
So perception as the door opens, and I'm going to cast the wildfire spirit inside.
Okay. So she pulls you in and closes the door behind
Well,
you.
that's
She
a
kind
nat
of, like,
20, by the way.
ushers you in, closes the door behind you. I'll reveal the rest.
And give me everything. I want to hear everything. It's
yeah,
a nat
you
20.
get-
I see through the walls.
So like your senses are heightened right now. You know this isn't a comfortable situation for you to be in, and you are, really perceiving. It's like you're seeing through the Matrix.
You're perceiving well.
So the ground floor has been converted into, like I said, this makeshift kitchen. It's pretty dirty, a lot of dust, a lot of like bits of hay and broken boxes and a little bit of everything. Baskets and old dishware are piled up everywhere. Nobody's doing dishes in this place. Adding to the clutter is that peddler's cart, that cart that she was using to sell her wares in. There is a chicken coop in here, a heavy wooden trunk, and a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on its doors. In addition to the clucking of the chickens, you hear toads croaking, kind of maybe in some of the darker corners around this room. And like you felt last time, the sweet smell of pastries is blending horribly with this stench that is kind of burning your nostrils. Awful odor comes out of an open, upright barrel. This is that cauldron that I was talking about in the center of the room. Warmth issues from a brick oven against one wall, and a crumbling staircase ascends the wall across from it. Because you got a nat 20, you can hear some footsteps and some shrieks and cackles coming from up where that stair would go, coming from the higher levels.
Ah, have a seat, dearie. I'll get you some tea.
Oh, what kind of tea?
Oh, it's a red root tea. It's quite good.
Where?
And she goes over
did you
to
get
that-
it from here?
Yeah, it's right outside the, you didn't see the stones outside, the monoliths? Right next to the monoliths, this red root grows.
Oh no. Did I hear a cat upstairs? By the way.
You heard nothing.
No,
And
I
she
did.
kind of turns and goes over to that kitchenette area and starts pouring some liquid into 2 little cups for you.
Is her back to me?
Yeah, she does turn around. We'll pause for a second. I want to make sure we're not forgetting everybody else outside. What's everybody else doing?
So we're just gonna leave him be, right?
I'll say you guys are probably like 60 feet or so away, kind of down the hill, moving up.
We saw him go in and the door closed, though.
I'll say you could see that.
I am just going to go on record and say this is a terrible idea.
I would be inclined to agree. A terrible, awful idea.
And yet, here we are.
Can't be
Like
any
as
worse
bad
than
as-
vampires.
Avi? Like as bad as the idea of charging into a room full of vampires?
Avi, you're not out here. Shush.
I know, but well played, Adam.
It reminds me of the vampire attic. Yeah, it does, a little bit.
In
And I
my
suppose
defense,
they
we
could-
could have handled that.
Well, some of us could have. I suppose as quickly as we get up there, it might be a good idea to get in there. I do not trust that he will make it out alive if we leave him alone.
I haven't fallen yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Cass shoots Myrna the dirtiest look before pulling his new spangly battle axe and heading inside.
Bangly.
Just mumbling under my breath, I still need information from this one. Open up.
So-
I think. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so Chris, before you guys come back in here, I want to be casting plant growth
Okay.
instantly beneath here,
Okay.
and if you're okay with
Does there
this,
have to be plants around, or how does that work?
that's what I want to ask, because if it's a wooden floor, you can imagine them seeping up through the boards,
Yeah.
and I want to leave a path out and up
Okay.
the stairs. So that path is out and up the stairs.
All right. This is where like the Call of Cthulhu prep is in my head. Is I would make you make a luck roll for this, but give me an investigation check as you're prepping this spell and you're trying to look in some of the darker corners, maybe some of the splits in between the floorboards there.
12 plus 1.
You see, like, well, I'll give you this. There's like an old moldy sack of potatoes
Oh yeah.
that has a few, when they start to turn and the eyes start to sprout. You catch one of those sprouts just peeking out of one of the bags,
Yeah, and so what this does, the spell
and
channels...
I'll say that's right there, right at the steps.
Spell channels vitality into plants. If you cast a spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot, except for the path that I leave open. So the path is the door out, and then the pathway up, and then up the stairs.
Okay. All right, yeah, so you're prepping that. She's pouring this tea. She turns around and sees you, like your focus is not on her. She's,
Bring your eyes up here, dear.
and she hands a cup over to you.
Okay. Yeah, it is an instantaneous spell, so...
Do you cast it? Are you...
Oh, no, I cast it, yeah.
Because you can only... I mean, in terms of holding a spell, is like 6 seconds is all you can hold it for, right? If we were in combat, because if you don't cast on the next turn, it would fall. If I'm wrong there, correct me. But I think
So how
mechanically. But if you want to cast it, we can tango.
Well, how I interpret this spell, I'm trying to do it in a way like as she turns back to me, you see the plants grow a little bit thicker back there.
Okay.
It's like it's there, right? So it's an instant spell and it lasts. There's no time limit. There's no nothing. It's just it's now there on the battlefield forever.
Okay. All right. So we'll say you, like, as she was turning, you cast it, and it's starting to creep, and it's behind her, so she doesn't necessarily see it. But she does see your eyes over there and does ask you to look up and is handing you this tea. Please. And she does, as she hands it to you, she does touch the backside of your hand with her hand. I need you to give me a wisdom save.
+6?
I know, I was looking at your sheet. This
16,
is not a good one.
16.
Well, shit. That saves. You son of a bitch. You feel this kind of, like your veins start to tighten up, like the blood within your veins start to tighten up in your arm, but you're able to kind of just push it out and fight this. You fight this feeling. Yeah. And she gives you that tea, and she goes and she takes a seat on this this kind of box right next to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I'm sure it will be great.
What brings you this deep into the woods at such a late hour?
We were just looking for shelter, and we're hoping that you had some room available.
No rooms here, my dear.
What? I mean,
No meat pies either.
We don't need a lot.
Well, I have none, but don't let your tea get cold.
And she takes a sip.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pretend to sip, but like I'll put it up, but not in. It's a little warm.
Good, yes, it's so good. Again, they just grow right out next to the monoliths. So, do you want to put in an order for meat pies?
Yes.
If not, you can finish your tea and should probably be on your way.
I would like to put in 2 orders. So I have some friends outside. I don't know if you saw them. We're the ones.
Oh,
that
I know
ordered.
they're here.
Oh. Were you watching us?
Was I watching?
I mean, I'm inside the building at this point, I think.
So we'll pause as you get to the door, Cass, and you check it. It is locked behind you, or she locked it behind her. So it is locked. You do see now, as the party starts to approach, you do see a raven kind of perched up on one of those bits of scaffolding, just kind of like pecking at the wood, trying to get maybe a little mite that's crawling in there. And as it sees you all approach, it starts cawing incessantly, and it's cawing and then like motioning away from, like, almost in like a shooing matter. Like it looks agitated.
Bull's gonna Misty Step up and try to catch the raven.
Oh, okay.
We're all dead.
Deep into the darkness, peering.
What are you talking about? Okay, so you Misty Step up there. Poor impulse control for sure. Back in chat. Give me. Let me see. Give me. It's going to be a contested check here to try to catch the raven is what it is.
No regrets, Chris.
No
Quoth the raven.
freaking regrets. Okay. Let me see. I gotta find my. Wasn't.
You Misty Step for this. I hope you catch the bloody thing.
Well, I also want to look in the window.
A little bit of
All right.
both.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Ooh, ravens are not very dexterous.
Birds,
So-
one Misty Step.
So go ahead and give me like a strength athletics check. Oh shit! Never. Don't even roll it, dude.
Yeah, that's 16 base. So
Yeah, you get it.
Okay.
You catch the raven. You are up on the scaffolding there in section 2, the bottom right side. So I'll say I'll move you kind of right over there with the raven. You catch it. It's cawing, and it starts to, like, as you're holding it, it's pecking at your hands.
Try to put my hands over its eyes like they do with like falcons. Like, hey, Cass, do you know how to talk to birds, or is that like a druid thing?
And as you say that, Avi, inside,
I see your friends are outside and playing with my birds.
How,
Should we invite them in for tea?
well, I hate to
Or
ask.
are you on your way?
I hate to ask. How can you see that?
Oh, you can.
and it's at this point, like, it's pretty loud. She's really stating quite the obvious. You know, with the raven kind of cawing and it's kind of echoing down into this bottom section of the windmill, and so you could hear it. It's not, and she's putting 2 and 2 together, saying you have friends out there.
I don't. I see that my raven is being agitated, and I'm putting 2 and 2 together. Again, if you're not gonna finish your tea or you're not gonna order meat pies, it might be best that you
I'm sorry. I hate to be
are
rude.
on your way.
Hate to be rude, terribly, but I did say I want 2 orders of pies. I didn't know if you heard that, but my
Yes,
friends
yes.
outside, they would like
She-
to also put in orders. So, can they come in? Do you have order forms that we could take? Also,
No.
question: do you deliver? Do you have like frozen pies? I don't know if that's a thing here, and if so, can I order them in bulk? Because and hear me out on this, okay? I have an idea for expanding your market into a completely different territory. I know you're kind of local to this area.
She stands up and oof and a yes. All the cards, Dax, please. She stands up and she picks up this ladle and
Go on, I'm listening.
and she takes the ladle and kind of taps the outer the outside of that cauldron, just taps it once, and you hear this kind of metallic reverberation as she does it, and she's slowly walking around it and still staring at you. And she gets to the point where your fire spirit is there.
Ah, is this your friend too?
It is. Yeah, so here's my thought process. We've been all over this land, and I feel like your pies have only been seen. So we bought a few last time, if you remember correctly. I know with age sometimes I kind of lose it too, but if you remember correctly, we bought several, and I was able to resell those in Wallachia. Have you ever been there? Beautiful
I
place.
remember. We'll pause. Okay, so Bull, you got the Raven. Is anybody trying to pick the door?
I want to knock the door down. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, wait, can we knock on the door first before we try to knock it down?
0 to 100.
Yeah, just blow it down. Yeah, you could definitely do all of these things.
I feel like Cass would knock. Cass would knock. Ray wants to knock it down.
I'm gonna say it's been like 2 minutes or so that Avi's been in there by himself.
Yeah,
But
Cass
we've
will
also
just
had to
3
get up.
firm strikes.
Yeah, we've also had to come up the hill while
Yeah.
Avi was in there, so.
Right. So 3, boom, 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 and as she hears that, you see her eyes dart over to the door, Avi.
That's my
She
friends.
takes her.
Yes, I aware.
She takes that ladle and hits the side of the barrel again.
Anyway, please, if you want to make these orders, please stand and come here. I will show you this new gravy I'm working on.
And
I
need
would
you
like.
to-
Oh, go ahead.
I need you to make another save here. A wisdom save again. And did you get up and move, or did you stay seated?
No, I haven't gotten up yet.
Okay.
Also, is she noticing the plants on the ground, or?
She's getting there.
It's a 13 total.
Yes. You son of a bitch. You fall unconscious.
It's fine. This is fine.
You think about getting up. This tea is in your hand. The tea kind of hits your knee, falls onto the ground, and spills this reddish kind of liquidy. It's like tea. It's red tea, just kind of spills out, and you just slump and kind of slide down, and kind of like resting on the small of your back in this chair.
Ah, yes. Now,
Do we lose the DM?
Yeah, that was a really good time to lose it.
Oh no. I'm not
And
I will
then
dead.
pick
she
up
shoos
next
you
time.
out of the building.
And
Mhm.
thanks everybody. That's our Curse of Strahd playthrough. We'll be back. Oh, he's back.
Pausing
He's
for
back.
dramatic
He's back,
effect.
he's back, he's back.
Hey, Chris.
I can't hear
Oh.
you.
You cut out
What
for a
happened?
bit there. And we can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
What's going on, guys?
You.
Can you hear me?
Strahd.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened. No chunkiness on my end.
Sure.
That makes sense, right?
Internet
Anyway.
darkness.
Yeah. So is my internet?
I think.
Okay. All right, man. Sorry. Yeah, caught me off guard. I heard you guys saying, "Oh, that's a great time to lose the DM," and I'm like, "I'm not lost. I'm right here." Anyway, if we're back on track, I would. Avi, you had fallen unconscious and kind of like are slouched in the chair. And then she does say,
yes, now time for your friends.
I need everybody outside to give me a perception check.
Perception check.
Cass isn't very good at those. Cass got 5.
Oh,
I knocked, I'm waiting, and then I'm kicking it. I'm seeing if I can get inside.
that is a 22 from the bull.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
14 for me.
I don't think they're gonna hag a good time.
I've rolled a 9, so I imagine Myrna is just sitting there, like, tapping her foot, waiting for Cass to get out of the way.
All right. And Tack, what did you roll?
14.
14. Tack, you get some of this, but Bull, you really, being up higher, I think you're at an advantage. You're kind of spilling out some of those windows. You hear this cackling voice say,
That's a nice thing for the cackling voice to say.
Says, Bella and Ophelia, come down, please. We have work to do.
and Tack, you catch some of that. And so is outside anybody want to do anything before I get back to Avi's fate?
I'll kick the door.
Okay.
I'm just gonna whack it as hard as I can.
Okay, give me a strength.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to, and it does jar it, and it seems like more than the door opening, the whole threshold is starting to detach. It's almost like the lock in it is stronger than the attachment of the threshold. It's moving, not out, but you could tell that it would definitely be easier to the whole door jam and everything to come in. She moves, hearing that, she moves a little quicker. And Avi, if you could see this, you would see her kind of shimmer out of existence, and only this like silhouetted kind of like predator when it's camouflaged is kind of moving across the room. And right behind her come two other individuals coming down the stairs. And she touches you, Avi, and you are now
On the lips.
She does. She's going to return the favor so much, and kind of like face waterfalls you. You now have an effect that I'll DM you.
It's plump lips. Nice.
Yeah, she Botox. All right, I'll DM you that here in a bit. Anyways, what do other people want to do? So the door is like partially moving.
I was gonna offer to take my warhammer and finish breaking down the door.
Okay. Yeah, give me a.
You just want me to make an attack, or what would you like?
Let's do a strength check with it, but I'll say with advantage now that Cass has come in and kind of jarred it loose.
All right,
I'm
strength
gonna go
check
ahead
with
and
advantage.
step back and activate my Crimson Knight on my battle axe.
Okay, that is going to be a 16.
Okay, yeah, you
On the
come in.
strength check.
Yeah, you come in and just like a little running start, you're able to get it, and the whole frame falls down, and you see this silhouetted image next to Avi, who's slumping in a chair. And you see those two figures that came down the stairs go up. So they go back up once they see the door like coming in. They run back upstairs. You don't see anybody else other than this faint image of the woman.
Bull's gonna say, "Hey, I think there's two more inside on the second floor," and then he's gonna look at the bird. So, were you trying to warn us, little bird, or are you a bad bird?
One blink for yes, one blink, two blinks for no. Just kind of like it is still pecking at your hand, and then like, shoo! Like it is pointing at the front door, like.
Well, all right. He's just gonna throw the bird and break the window with his elbow.
I thought you meant throw the bird into the window.
So you throw the bird up, and it kind of like catches flight, and then turns around and lands. It's gonna land back over here next to this other window. You're breaking that window next to you.
Yes. I thought about using the bird, but he might have just been a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So what you see in the second floor is this is where the actual like grinding would take place, like the milling. A haggard... Nope. A dirt-caked window allows very little light to enter, and an 8-foot-high chamber, most of which is taken up by a large millstone connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling to the center of the room. A stone staircase continues up toward the sound of... you do hear that kind of cackling, and it's almost like chitters, like...
Our mother's in trouble.
And then let's go back downstairs. What's everybody else doing?
Sleeping?
Yeah, you're asleep. Not much you can do.
Oh gosh, right. Yeah, Cass is gonna step inside and immediately just be like, we can see the shimmer, right?
Vaguely. It's almost like it's vapors maybe rising out of the that kind of stewing pot.
Okay.
It's very ethereal.
Very carefully, I'm gonna try and just axe at the ready, reach over, see if I can grab Arvi, and just yank him.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of get him under his shoulders, like under his armpits and around his shoulders, and he is like dead body.
Dead weight, yeah. All right, it's fine. You're a skinny druid. You're small. It's fine. I can do this. And I'll, keeping my eye on this shimmer, slowly kind of pull Arvi's body back.
Okay, what's Tak and Myrna doing as this is happening?
Sign.
It's pretty accurate. I'm just gonna kind of hang back and wait and see what transpires here.
As I'm dragging the body back, just keeping an eye on the wisp of whatever, and just whatever's in this place. I suggest you step back, just dragging Arvi with me.
And you're hearing like those same faint cackles that Bull could hear in the upstairs. You're hearing that. It almost sounds like as you're saying that, just stay back. It's almost like it's taunting you in a way, like, or haunting rather.
Actually, I'm gonna begin casting Detect Magic as a ritual because I have to cast it as a ritual. I don't know if 10 minutes is gonna transpire before something else bad happens and have me throw it away, but it's 10 minutes of casting time. So.
That's good. Cranky old mage in chat's going to make the popcorn while this is happening, so we'll have sustenance. All right, so we see Tak doing his ritualistic casting. Myrna, did you say you were backing out?
I was wondering if I could try and cast Crusader's Mantle once I kind of peek in and see what's over Cass's shoulder, because I know a fight is probably going to be coming up.
Okay. Yeah, tell me what that does.
So, holy power will radiate from you in an aura within a 30-foot radius, and until the spell ends, it can go up to a minute. The aura moves with you, centered on you, and any non-hostile creature in the aura, including you, deals an extra 1d4 damage when it hits with a weapon attack.
Like a buff to your party.
Yep.
But it doesn't it's not like Detect Magic where it's revealing something. Okay.
Nope,
right.
It's just like this aura that radiates out.
I like it. Okay, so yeah, it kind of builds out spilling into the room a little bit, and Avi, and being carried by Cass, is now kind of entering that door. You hear that same cackling. Bull, what are you doing upstairs? Because I imagine you are inside now. Did you climb inside?
Not yet. I think at this point he's actually just breaking off little pieces of rations and feeding it to the raven.
Yeah, and every time it like picks one up and it kind of throws it away from the windmill.
No, that's just rude. What's the plan, folks? Are we going in? Are we staying out? What are we doing?
Arvi's unconscious. Let's go ahead
out.
and get him awake first. And I'm gonna pull him as far back as I can, and then try and just slap him awake.
Okay. So you pull him back, and yes, are you doing this violently or just like a kind of a come on?
That's like a hey, wake up.
All right,
Come on.
okay, yeah, you're able. So you're kind of dragging him out, and I imagine at one point you get one arm in there so you can kind of like smack him awake. Avi, you do wake up in Cass's arms as you're being dragged, heels digging into the ground. You were like the deadest of weights. Like there was no amount of your body that was supporting any of that weight. And you start having immediately, as your eyes like come back into focus, you immediately start having this dreadful vision, and you see what you would remember as your mother picking these berries, and you're kind of a younger Avi right next to her, and it's very like warm and just kind of like soft edges and just kind of inviting. But then immediately, like lightning crashes, it goes dark, and your mom turns around, and you see this face of Morgantha, like laughing at you as this little tiny kid who's kind of maybe, a little, was thought to be in the comfort and care of your mother, is now like in this dreadful situation where Morgantha and this long spindly fingers coming down and like reaching out to touch you again, and it's really like kind of messing with you.
And so, just to be clear, I DM'd you in response to that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do anything?
That's okay. So this is Nightmare Haunting. We'll just reveal it for everybody here, because I can't see where it tells me how you break out of it.
Greater Restoration.
Well, besides that, yeah. So there's no save you can make, and you're actually going to take some damage. You take 5 points of damage, and that comes off the top of your max hit points as well, as you're having this kind of this vision. And I would say, Cash, you can feel him kind of tense up, and that body that once was lifeless and dead went into alive, and then right back to almost like rigid.
Hey, you right there?
I guess the question to you, DM, do I know what the hell's going on, or am I just...
No, you're kind of, your vision is totally clouded right now, and you're having this haunting.
I'm gonna, I guess
you can hear Cass's voice, and you know it's Cass, but you can't, like, your vision can't break out of what you're seeing in your mind's eye.
Okay. And so I'm gonna just take that and just, like, back up, and just seeing Cass's face, I'm just gonna, as fast as I can, move away from everything.
Okay.
What the hell's going on?
And I'm just gonna back up.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on in here? You just ran in by yourself? The freaking woman's gone? There's that weird vapor?
Again, just leave. And I'm just gonna, like, on all four, like, on my ass, kind of scooting backwards away.
And I imagine you both are outside now. Tack, where were you casting are you where you are on the map?
Yeah, it seems sufficient.
Okay. So yeah, everybody's outside now, and as Avi, you're kind of crawling away, and Cass is like, like, WTF, what's going on here? That door closes behind you. Or no, the door is off. You see that shimmering vapor kind of waft into the door, and it takes up the whole kind of portal.
Can I go ahead and do... Can I go ahead and do a survival check to see whether this thing is Fey, Fiend, or Undead? With my Hunter's Bane.
Yeah, go ahead. And is that a survival check, you said?
I think...
Survival,
survival, history, investigation, arcana, nature, one of those.
Okay.
Whichever one you think fits the best.
I'd say, I don't know. I can't remember what we did last time. I think it was almost like well, let's do survival. Let's just pick one. I think survival, and we'll make that canon. So go ahead and roll that.
Okay. 16.
Yeah. So that vision, or those vapors in the doorway are putting off some severe fiend vibes. And
Okay,
you're getting some pings above you.
Okay. Mirna, can you take a look at Arby? This isn't my forte. And I'm gonna keep kind of in between myself and everybody, in between them and everyone else.
Okay.
So, can I?
Avi. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
I was just gonna ask Avi, what is up with your flame spirit? Would that, you going unconscious, would that fall?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It doesn't say.
It's still just like bouncing around in some of the boxes and crates within, and the plant growth is now like fully encompassed that stairwell, because that's not a concentration. I think that just happens. Like spiritual weapon, I think, is the same thing. It's just there now. That is rough terrain. I think you do have a path. Okay. All right, Mirna. Sorry.
I was gonna ask, can I? Obviously, something is wrong with Avi. Am I able to determine if it's like, if he's been like, these are the results of like a poison? Like, can I do a medicine check to see if that's something like that?
Yeah, give me a medicine check. As obviously, as Avi's kind of laying down. I believe he's probably face down as he was coming out. I mean, correct me, Avi, if you'd like.
No, that's fine.
He's kind of writhing and not making eye contact.
So I got a 19.
Okay, you see his pants are all wet, but you quickly tell it's not like urine. He didn't
That's not real.
expel his fluids, and it is kind of like a reddish dye around it. But other than that, you don't see any physical ailments on the outside.
All right. See, I know what I'd like to do, but I'm trying to debate if I want to burn the spell slot. You know what? I'll try it. Why not? I would like to wave my hand kind of over Avi's face and cast Lesser Restoration and hope it does something.
Okay. So as you do that, and maybe his face is kind of like turning as you put a hand on his shoulder, and he's turning up to you. You cast that. Those eyes, which were kind of like cloudy and just lifeless, pop back into existence, and Avi, you are back. You still have that damage and the hit points off the top, but you are kind of back. You have you didn't forget what you saw. It's still there, kind of in the back of your head, but now you can see the world that is in front of you.
It's beautiful.
So, Bull, what are you doing as this is kind of happening below you? You're seeing Avi writhe around, Mirna come in.
Yeah, he's looking at Tech, doing his ritual, looking at everybody else doing their thing, and he's going to assume that somebody's maybe going to come out from the doorway. So at this moment, he's just kind of waiting and having a little snack.
Okay. Cass, did you go back towards the door?
I put myself in between the doorway and the party.
Okay. Yeah, so, Bull, you do see Cass come up and kind of, he's now, like, right below you, like, approaching that threshold going in. Tack is still working through his, going as fast as he can, casting this ritual, but it's still going there. I'd say we're about 3 minutes in, maybe 4 minutes, approaching that halfway point, we'll say, of the 10. And the whole time, Bull, you hear those cacklings and those chitters from above come and go.
How much of that do I remember?
You remember being touched. Okay. You remember her from across the way making this kind of this death stare that just like felt like it penetrated your soul, and that's when you fell asleep.
What's the plan here, folks? I can hear at least 2 more in there.
Ovi, can you stand?
Oh, I think so. And yeah, I'll stand up. We're gonna fucking burn this place down.
I think we should leave. I do not believe Ovi is in a good condition to fight.
Are you gonna let us leave? Just openly towards the windmill?
You hear
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me.
No. I realized. Oh yeah, context. That'd help.
Thank you.
You hear like a croaking.
Yeah, you're gonna listen.
You hear a croaking of a toad in the back, in the faintest of cackles from where you're at. Other than that, you don't hear anything.
Wasn't a no.
Is this shimmer still on the first floor?
Yeah, it's kind of in the doorway.
I mean, at the very least, we could try.
And Avi, you wouldn't have seen her shimmer. It was after you fell asleep that she went into that mode.
Well,
I mean, you can, if you want to take a look, you can. But
no, I'm good.
I imagine you're kind of like trauma in there, stay away, kind of feeling, at least at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna look to Myrna and Kath and go, well, why don't we do what we do best and just burn it down?
You mean what you do best?
I haven't burned anything down, to be fair.
The fire guy.
Can we, maybe, do we want to be camping outside? I guess we go in and kill what's here, or else we can go outside and camp and risk it following us. Or dealing with some other horror.
I hate it when he makes sense.
But when he's right, he's right.
Bull, are you back down, by the way?
No, I imagine there's like maybe like one pole like sticking out of it, and he's just like dangling his feet over the.
A thought occurs. Did I mishear, or like is Tack just hanging out outside?
Yeah, he's behind you, and he's working through his ritualistic casting of.
Okay, that's right. I did hear that. Okay, we're fine. I'm just.
I imagine he sighs in between hearing some of your guys' commands, kind of shakes
Just
his
so
head.
we know he's still there.
So basically, we stall for 5 minutes, and then we fight.
I feel like at this point we need to. You get halfway through a ritual. I mean, it's like I'm not going to make the comment. But I feel like we need to like maybe try to sweet talk the owners of the. I don't know. Tack looks awfully busy. Perhaps we should just be polite company, and maybe they'd be more likely to let us go.
That's what I tried.
You were too sweet. Knowing you. No.
No.
Sorry, Cat.
Can you really be too sweet? Kill him with kindness is what I've always heard.
I mean, perhaps, but I imagine you crossed the line somehow. Of all of us, you and Bull would be the only two to do that. I don't know how you did it. But you go in the lighthouse, the door shuts, we get the door open, and you are on the ground. You did something wrong.
She's a witch. I asked if she wanted to expand her operations. She's clearly...
Expand her...
Something is wrong in there.
Well, clearly.
I'm sorry. To expand operations.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna go into the meat selling business, meat pie selling business, back, where we're all from. Yeah, it's kind of like you get. I'm not even gonna do the pyramid scheme again.
I think Bull's actually gonna like kind of look in the window and say, "Hey, girls, is your mother keeping you here against your will by chance?"
As you say that, that chittering that is going on upstairs stops. And it goes silent for a little bit. And remains so. If you want to give me a perception check, you can. But as is, it's pretty quiet.
It's a 15.
You hear a third voice from upstairs that is quite muffled, and it's almost like it's a groan, like of agony, almost like.
It's a zombie.
Yeah,
Should burn it down.
Gang, I think we don't need to stay here. They said they're all good. We should probably just leave.
Quick change of your tune.
I need a change of pants.
May as well wait for Tack to finish, and then we can work out what's going on then.
All right. Well, I heard groans of pain going on in there. Are we the rescue squad, or are we just the going to Madam Ava squad?
Personally, I would like to go home, but I also do not know if allowing people who just attack innocent visitors willy-nilly is a good idea. Sorry, that term was really hard to say with an accent. I'm not gonna lie.
At this point, Tack, you're like on the finishing touches of the spell, and it does pop off, and so within 30 feet around you, you're detecting magic. You see a couple things, not much, but on Avi's legs, where that liquid is, it's got like the faintest of aura popping off of it. Like it's almost like pulsing and fading out. Like any sort of magical property that was there is now gone. And you can see a couple blips inside the room. And Avi, well, you can't see it, so yeah.
All I'm saying is the last time we went ahead and left people to it, we got jumped by werewolves.
This is a fair point.
Because this entire land hates people.
I think it's just cursed.
Truth. Very, very true. All I'm saying is I'd rather take the fight and then flee than flee and get jumped later.
Tak, what do you think?
Tax muted.
Sorry. I think I'm with Cass on this one, oddly enough. I think I'd rather fight when I know there's a fight than have something just creep up on me later. What did you do
Always
to your
better to get punched in the face than stabbed in the back.
What'd you do to your pants, Avi? That you some sort of magical residue, sir.
Well, I'm pretty sure she tried to drug me with tea. I didn't drink any of it, and then somehow I fell asleep. Maybe it was the vapors. Good thing you all were here, because I'm pretty sure she's giving me nightmares for life. Just scare attack. Awkward silence.
I love it.
My vote is still to burn this place down. What? It's Schrodinger's cat up there. Whatever that moaning is, probably something bad. Probably already dead. To be fair.
I'm really glad that we're still not on the Sword Coast, because I'm pretty sure arson is a major crime in most places.
I would also just want to throw out that while burning it down, totally an option. If they get out of the fire, aren't we still going to have the same problem that we're trying to circumvent now, which is we burn the building down, we leave, and then they sneak up on us later and kill us in our sleep?
Not much is resistant to fire, trust me. They'll get hurt a little bit along the way at least, right? Speechless tack.
But why hurt it a little bit when you could just end the threat entirely?
But did we wait? We're here. Ambush. 100% foolproof plan. It's my 12-step plan.
Step one.
Step one.
What happened to the other 10 steps?
We'll
Cut a hole in
figure
the
him
box.
out. Bull, you've started the most fires out of all of us. Are you down for this?
I think I've only started one fire. I don't know if it. You know, let's do the thing, and he's gonna get up on the support beam he's sitting on, and just like crawl into the window.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, well,
As
that's
you
not
do
true.
that,
Son of a biscuit.
give me, Bull, as you climb in and you actually step in, you see a head peek down and goes, give me a wisdom save. Damn ready to action. What do you got?
No, I think that's a 6.
That's fail. You, as you're kind of like straddling over this, the windowsill, your body starts to like implode in on itself and twirls, and now you are a toad that is inside. You like fall inside, and you're now a toad just ribbiting on the floor.
You're a damn... At least I just pissed my pants.
Okay, on that cue, is the shimmer still in the door frame?
Shimmer is still in the doorframe.
Alright, I'm swinging.
All right.
Against my better judgment, Bull fucked up. Actually, no, Bull didn't fuck up. I think Bull misunderstood the plan. We'll fight them. Okay, let's go. Wait, no, not by yourself.
So
Yeah.
are you swinging your? Okay, it kind of slices through this, and it kind of like parts it and then comes back. And now I would say it is now kind of pushed back into the building, into the room, and you're now in the doorway where you were just outside of it.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm making the terrible decision to ignore it and rush upstairs.
Okay, Avi, where were your plant growth? You said you left a path going up the stairs.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, Cash, you run upstairs and you do see like this kind of plant growth there, kind of creeping up the stairs. You see Avi's little fire spirit just like waiting for direction. And you run upstairs. You do see a toad. I mean, you did hear toads before, so it's not totally out of the realm of possibilities that there's a toad sitting up there. You don't see Bull. Bullfrog. God dang it. These are good ones, man. Yeah.
Nobody else? Just the frog?
Just the frog.
An empty space?
It's 8 foot tall ceiling, the big kind of shaft coming down that's running the grinder that's not moving right now as the mill, the wind isn't moving the mill. And you do see stone steps that go up.
That's so on brand, though.
Sorry. Gifts in the chat, guys. It's
Let's just say it's a bullfrog that's wiggling its little butt, and it's so on point.
yeah, it's perfect.
We need a little levity in this situation, okay? Forgive us, chat. Forgive us,
Cass,
but we need this.
Cass, as you get like on that top step, that bullfrog looks over its shoulder and just starts like shaking its butt at you. There. Now it's canon.
I feel like somehow I know. I don't know, but I feel like I know. Deep down in my heart, I know. Okay. So, Wispy downstairs, there's nothing upstairs. I'm just gonna wait for everybody else to do something.
Alright, so you and Bull ran upstairs. Or Bull went upstairs.
Bull
and you followed.
inside.
I went upstairs, I
Cass is
ran
in.
after him because I make terrible life choices.
You do.
Somebody's got to do it.
It's just Cass.
It's fine. The worst part is that Cass does it thinking that he's going to make things better. Tak finished his ritual. What are Tak and Avi doing? I'm curious.
I'm going to be a bit hesitant, to be honest, after, nightmares.
Okay. Tak, what are you doing?
Is the shimmer still visible?
It's now more centered over that cauldron.
I do want to say...
And it's hard to see if it's
my flame
cooking vapors or not.
Is going to follow Cass upstairs.
Okay.
Well, because it's cantrips and it can't hurt, I'm going to Eldritch Blast at the mist. Having some awareness of gaseous form myself, I'm wondering if this is an incorporeal creature that's been hanging around.
Yeah, so as you do that, it kind of, like, the mist parts, and it goes and blasts one of the crates on the back of the wall. Avi, what are you doing?
First.
I'm just going to have my fire flame seed follow Cass.
Okay. And what are you personally doing?
I'm just hanging out. I'm kind of a bit gun shy.
Are you looking inside at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to be looking upstairs to see if I can see where Cass went. Why do you want me to look inside? Do you know?
No, I just,
Alright, then in that case, seeing that there's a shimmer, and I imagine Tak and Avi could take care of it if they wanted to, I'm going to follow Cass upstairs. So I guess I'll just move my icon real quick. I guess I'll get about here.
Yeah, you get about the halfway up the stairs and you see...
Since somebody's blocking the top of the stairs, but...
That fire spirit moves as well. Yeah, so you can get all the way up if you'd like.
Okay.
And everybody...
I get there, I see this frog, right?
Yeah, you see the frog, like, still shaking.
My Warhammer's out. Can I try to smash it?
You can smash the frog.
How do you know it's not a hag in disguise?
True.
It's true.
Avi said there's witches in here. How do you know it's not a witch? Okay.
You definitely can.
Okay, so it's a small thing. And this is a warhammer. No, please don't start screeching. This is a warhammer. So, do you want me to just make an attack? Or do you want me to do something special like a dex because it's a smaller target? Like, what would you... Why?
I think... Just go. I'm gonna say you hit it. I mean, I don't know what the AC on a toad is, but
is that a frog?
So actually, I have a character sheet for it.
I am so sorry, by the way.
It's 11.
It's 11. Okay, so make an attack roll.
Okay, I'm sorry to all the animal lovers in chat. I'm sorry,
How
but
does a frog have a DC of 11?
Yeah, I know.
I don't even want
Or an
to.
AC.
Slippery, you know.
Did she crit?
I have a dirty 20.
All right.
It's dirty. It's dirty. It's dirty.
Dirty 20. It is dirty. It's especially dirty.
Give me a damage then.
I can hear my partner cringing right now because they love toads and frogs. D8. Okay. God, it's been so long since I looked at this character sheet. And, okay. 7. That's 9 damage. Ooh, plus the D4. It's 12. 12 bludgeoning damage on the frog.
So, Bull, as you're sitting there and you see Myrna in her dragonborn form, I don't want to say she's like licking her lips, but
No.
brings down this hammer and it is coming and it splatters you, and you are now like what was once Toad is now Bull coming back into form. So Bull, you're gonna. How much was the total damage?
It was. Oh God, that was Bull. 12 bludgeoning damage.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as carryover. Toad has one hit point. I'm glad you added that D4 in there. I was like, yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
So Bull, you are now like back pinned to the floor of this windmill with Myrna's Myrna's warhammer as you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and at that you hear some cackling upstairs. Like, it's giggling now. It's less of this ominous kind of haunting cackle. It's more like, look what we did.
Oh, Myrna, you could have just stepped on me. Ugh.
I did not know it was you.
Yeah, I mean,
Avi said there were witches. I thought it was one of the witches trying to disguise himself. I'm sorry.
that's
I'll buy
fair,
you a cookie
but
in next village. How's that?
I was a very attractive toad, though, I will say.
I didn't see much of it. I just...
Cass, I kind of know how you live. We're kind of brothers now, I believe. Are you not part toad?
I'm gonna look at the splatter. I'm gonna look at Bull. I'm just gonna say, you deserved it, and head upstairs.
What's everybody else doing? Avi, Tack, are you moving? You staying out?
From outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay by Tack.
Okay.
Papa Tack is what I call him.
I'm going to go ahead and begin releasing Eldritch Blasts at the cauldron that's visible
I think
itself.
I'll take that hint as well and throw some fire bolts at it.
Okay. At the cauldron.
Yeah, the vapors were hanging out at the door, and then they retreated to the cauldron. So, yeah, I'm going to try and break the cauldron. But I don't want to get close enough to it to, like, hit it with a hammer or anything.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast is built for that. That's what it does, right? It smashes things at a distance.
All right. Do you have two beams of Eldritch Blast or just one?
I get 2 now at level 5.
Okay.
Woo!
I don't like that room you just revealed. Can you not?
I'm not going to describe it yet. We're going to do it downstairs first. So, boom, 2 blasts come in. The first blast kind of like rocks it a little bit, not enough to where it was like on the verge of tipping over, but just enough, and it spills over some of this, the most viscous black bile looking ooze coming out, and then right after that, coming out of the inside of this this cauldron, starts crawling out, is this dog-like creature that is now like perched up on the edge of this cauldron, and it is going to run and jump at you. So with that, let's roll initiative.
It's always got to be this way.
God damn it, I wasn't expecting more stuff.
You know what the best part is I'm totally feeling Death House right now with Tack all the way down on the first floor.
That's how I roll. I don't
That's
like
how you roll.
It's too much. It's too much exertion to go upstairs.
Too much pressure. All right, where's my
Natural 20 on the initiative roll.
Okay.
Click my token. Click initiative.
Okay, roll 20 hates me. I have not rolled above a 10 for initiative this entire campaign so far. I have a 5.
It's okay. So do I.
Ooh.
It's the cleric curse.
Do you need me to add you manually, Mirna?
No, I clicked my
you're there.
token
You're
and then I
there.
rolled.
You
Okay.
are. It just didn't have your name next to it. I was
Add me, Chris.
Oh, okay.
18, Chris.
You scared me.
18 for Avi.
Yes, sir.
V. You know, I was on top of my game. I pre-rolled some initiatives here, so
Also, my flame seed is up with Cass.
yeah, and that acts with you. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so Cass, now we get to go to you, as you are the first in the turn order. You see, in this room, as you begin to pop your head up into this room, you see 2 dancing around a thick wooden gear shaft. It's that same shaft that's coming all the way up through. In the center of this cramped circular room are 2 ugly young women, wearing silk shawls and gowns of stitched flesh. Long needles stick out of their tangled mops of black hair, so they got their hair kind of pulled back in a big, long, like sewing needle. The women are just cackling with glee as they're like playing Ring Around the Rosie. In a rotting wooden closet are 3 crates stacked on top of another, with small doors set into them. Next to the closet is a heap of discarded clothing. A ladder climbs to a wooden trap door in the 9-foot-high ceiling. A moldy bed with tattered canopy stands nearby. And you can see 2 of these crates that are kind of stacked, the 2 lower crates, do have humanoids in them. And that's Bull, that would be where the groan came from. And as you pop your head up, one of them goes, "Oh, polymorph, such a fun game." But it is your turn, so you can take your action.
Okay, so bonus action. I'm gonna go ahead and I feel my hand kind of raise without my own input. As I'm taking a look, my hand begins to twist and contort slightly. As I pull it forwards, I'm going to cast Hex on one of them.
Okay. There are 2 of them. This one is the one that spoke to you, as it is closest to you.
Mm-hmm. And then, as that is cast, what we discussed a while ago takes place.
Remind me. I may have forgotten. Sorry.
I may have forgotten. That's fine. I will message you.
Okay. But you essentially casting a hex on this person.
Yes. And then I'm going to go ahead and wail with my action. Now that I'm level 5, 2 attacks on that target.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so 22 on the first hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. As you were bringing up, are you using your warhammer? Is that it?
Battle axe.
Battle axe. As you bring up your battle axe, you see this woman's face change shape for a second, and it looks like Avi's dummy, that Strahd caricature. Although this has no like wood tone to it, no like seams or anything. It is Strahd himself in the face of this person, and he kind of like sneers and snarls and shows his sharp teeth and fangs as you go to hit. It just catches your eyes for a second and then falls away, and right before that battle axe is going to hit, goes back to this woman's face.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So, on the Roll20 map, Cass is technically within 30 squares up the stairs. Since it's an aura, would that go up 30 feet, and therefore Cass would get my Crusader's Mantle bonus whenever he's using that battle axe?
Crusader's Mantle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's an aura, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot aura. It's a full radius. It's just a matter of how high are the windmill. I almost said lighthouse. The windmill ceilings and whatnot.
So he's on the 3rd floor. The first floor is 8 and 8. So
and I'm on
16.
the second.
And you're on the second. Yeah, so definitely.
I'm on the second.
Yep, he gets it.
Okay. So Cass, keep in mind you get your additional 1d4.
Awesome. Second hit was an 18.
Yeah, both those hit.
Plus 2 blood die. Plus 2d4. 22 points of damage. Yeah, so that's 3 radiant, 3 cold, and then the rest is slashing. Straight into it's creepy Strahd face.
Your battle axe isn't magical, is it?
No, it's not gonna matter. Should I have said yes?
Totally is.
Yes.
Yeah, so it comes in and hacks Slice twice. Again, they just continue this cackle. And now the other one is like looking over, cackling, almost in like the stereo kind of getting both of your ears. Anything else, Cass?
Oh, that is irritating. Okay, that was my That sucks. Okay, that was my action and my bonus action, so no.
It is her turn now. Ophelia.
Of course it is. Wait, I suck. Hang on a second. 2 seconds. Sorry. And 4 necrotic. I forgot my axe.
Yeah, that's like a lot of different damage types. Some of them, I'm trying to figure out a way narratively without telling you mechanically how that looks, because some do full damage and some do half damage.
It doesn't look like the whole hit worked. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
I can work with that.
She starts laughing, and that laugh kind of gets into this bigger kind of raucous. Wow, roarous. I don't know what word I was trying to say, but anyways, it starts to get more fiendish behind it. Okay, disadvantage on dex checks. Okay.
Yeah,
and she starts laughing at you, and her visage goes into like this phantasmagoric kind of ugliness that's not Strahd. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
-1, that is a 16. Is that gonna be enough?
Oh, nope, that saves. Let me see. Anything happen on a success?
No.
Nope, nothing.
No.
That's a level 4 spell slot out the drain. All right, and you can see like a frustration come in as you're not now on the ground, scared of her, as you kind of like shook off this energy that was coming. That's all she's going to do. Bull, that brings us to you. You are on floor 2, on the ground, no longer pinned by Myrna's axe. I could say you stood up if you'd like, but you are on floor 2.
Hearing the kerfuffle upstairs, he will go up the stairs and I guess try and see what he sees.
Yeah, you can get up there. It's kind of a tight quarters, because as we get higher in this windmill, it does kind of taper. This room is no more than 15 feet across. Cass is kind of in the way. You can move through a friendly target, so you can kind of wiggle your way in. I'd say you could get into this open spot right here if you'd like. The floor is just littered with old clothes of various shapes and sizes. You do see 2 humanoids in cages in front of you.
Okay, and then I'm assuming I see the other things that aren't in cages?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
They're kind of like they're like not leaning, but hanging off of that wooden shaft that's coming up through. They don't look scared at all.
Bull is going to go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers on this one. I guess that's on the left-hand side.
Yep.
At level 3.
Ooh.
And he's going to go ahead and say, hey, maybe we should hang out sometime. And that is a wisdom save of 14.
Ooh. That's a natural 17, so yeah.
Okay. They're still going to take half damage, I believe. That's 15, 16, 17. 8 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, yeah, that kind of... as she's kind of... This one is not hanging off the shaft in there. She is looking kind of pissed that, her spell didn't hit, and she gets even more upset as this spell is coming at her, and definitely makes eye contact to you. We will not be hanging out.
Me, and he'll say, hey Myrna, you've been doing a really great job lately, and that is a bardic inspiration of a D8 to you.
Oh, nice. That's the most neutral inspiration. You're doing a great job.
You're pretty okay.
You're pretty okay. I like that.
You are performing average.
Anything else, Bull?
No, that'll be everything.
All right, Avi, you want to do your flame spirit first while I'm on that kind of area of the map?
Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. That's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's cool.
Yeah. So. 15.
Do.
15.
Are you shooting your flame seed?
Yeah.
Yeah. That 15
Yeah.
does not hit.
Oh, that's okay. That's all this.
Okay. All right. Avi, you are outside. Anything you want to do?
What?
You see-
What is this thing?
You see this dog, greenish, covered in like this black bile, viscous, gross stuff is just pouring off of it as it is now crawling out and looking like it's getting ready to pounce at Tack.
I'm just gonna do Scorching Ray, 2nd level, at it.
Okay.
And back up.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm going to. Don't mind.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Okay.
So, 15, 20, dirty 20, and an 18.
All of those hit.
Ooh. 1.
And this is
6.
fire damage, yeah?
Yeah, so 7 total. 8 total. Watch out. 2 1s. Ooh. 1 6 1 6. So 8 plus 14.
14.
16 and
there's more.
22. 3
22.
6s, my friend.
22 total.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, guys.
Fire damage.
Guys.
Guys.
Yeah, so these scorching rays just come lighting up this room, and it is still standing on this this barrel ready to pounce at you.
For real?
Bonus action?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
I am gonna back up.
Take your movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up
Are
from.
you sure?
Yeah, no. Yes, very sure.
You sure?
So yeah, I'm gonna move like up here or something. Away.
Okay. Tack, you see the meat pie woman come into existence here next to the barrel. She is going to pick up that ladle.
We're dead.
I asked you all to leave, and you did not.
And she's going to take it and hit it 3 times on that cauldron. And another one of these dogs comes out from that barrel. And looks like it's going to, again, pounce at you. And then she is going to make her way up the middle of these stairs. So kind of, Myrna, you can see her starting to take her, kind of old, aged body kind of shamble up this stair. Going back to the top, holy cow. The other young lady that is kind of dreadful looking in this flesh cape, Avi, you might need an addition to your cloak. Capes and cloaks, everybody, is like leaning and does a spin around and is going to so I'm gonna move you a little bit there, Bull, because I think you had to get all the way in the room.
I know. I was gonna say maybe he would go to the cage and check out a lock or something.
Okay. She's going to, as she's spinning around, she's going to cast Magic Missile at you, Bull. And I believe that's 3 at first level?
Yes, 3.
Okay. And they auto hit. That is D4s.
Unless he's got shield.
Do you add modifier? I don't think you do you?
Not for magic missiles, no.
Okay.
The downside of a guaranteed hit is you don't get extra damage.
I rolled 2 4s so far, guys. And a 2. So that's 8, 9, 10 points of force damage, I believe. Not sure. But as she's spinning around, she flicks one at you and spins around and flicks one again.
Mother's going to be pissed.
And that's her turn. Myrna.
I can get my mic to work. This is fine. All right, so the old hag is coming up the stairs, and I can see her.
You see her
And
kind of
there's
like...
shambling.
Yeah.
And there's really no room for me up in the next floor, right?
I don't know that you could tell here, but you do see like every now and then Cass's foot will spill out onto the stairwell, and the flame seed will be kind of bobbing in and out.
Well, I'm just thinking extrapolating. If I'm on the second floor and I know from the outside that it kind of goes up, it probably okay.
With the
just want to
amount
make sure.
of conversation that's happening up there, and the amount of people that went up, definitely you would understand that.
Okay.
It's probably bad.
Then, in that case, I'm just going to turn and I'm going to wait for Morgantha, actually I don't know her name, so I'm going to turn and wait for her, and essentially say, you will not go another step.
I beg to differ. You can always leave, though.
And she kind of like...
And you turned my friend into a frog.
Well, I did no such thing. I put your friend asleep, but that's because he touched my face. Again, feel free to leave.
And she kind of like opens up the passageway.
Cannot leave without my friends.
Oh, your friends will be fine.
I doubt that.
Any? I mean,
I'm just essentially going to wait for her.
Okay. All right.
So
I'd consider that talking a free action if you'd like to do an action or a bonus action.
I mean, she's not. Well, she's like within 10 feet of me, looking at the map, so it's a little far outside any range. I got Crusader's Mantle. I'm just gonna, I guess, take a defensive stance. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
God, it's been a while since I played.
You can hold an action. Or dodge.
Hold action, that's what it is.
Okay. What action are you holding?
If she comes closer, I'm going to swing my Warhammer.
Okay, perfect. All right. Attack, that leads us to you. You see two of these dogs. One is now like... the one that's taken some damage is kind of on the verge of exiting. The other one is kind of coming up over its shoulder. It's got one paw on its shoulder and is getting ready to push off.
So the book comes up from my side and like pages start turning all on its own. And then blackness erupts, covering the entire downstairs. It's a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
Make sure you're showing to others. And I'm going to try and put it... Yeah, right there is fine. And I'm going to back up so that I'm not in it myself. So, I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to release the Hunger of Hadar. So... Any creature that starts its turn in the area, 20-foot radius, centered here, I guess.
Yeah, we'll say the whole downstairs is now just...
I'm trying to keep me and Avi out of it, because it will extend beyond the borders of the building as well.
And is this the one where if you're near it, you hear some whispering into you, and like there's some tentacles tickling you? Okay.
A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears centered on a point within range, lasting for the duration, which is concentration and up to a minute, so I had to let my detect magic go to concentrate on this. The void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. Wow. So those upstairs can probably hear the slurping and whispering from downstairs now.
Gross.
No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area. Any creature fully within the area is blinded, and creatures that start their turn there take 2d6 cold damage, and any creature that then ends its turn within it, dex save or 2d6 acid damage.
Okay, yeah, this is a monster. How does it go up? So I'm trying to
it's a 20-foot sphere. So depending on how tall it is. Parts of it may creep up through the second floor and be visible to Myrna. I don't think it should hit the outer ring, though.
Let's see.
I will try and center it more towards the floor.
So the first floor is 8 feet. So it's gonna go up into that second floor.
Okay.
So I could make an argument that Myrna, you are encompassed
in the darkness.
Yeah. Am I doing my math right?
I would think so.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I guess the math
Yeah.
on that would probably, if it's 8-foot ceilings,
Yeah.
I mean, probably the entirety of the second floor.
Okay.
Because
all right.
even if I pinpoint it, the center of the sphere at the floor, because I got to target a spot I can see, it's still going to go 20 feet up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll say it encompasses first and second floor. So yeah, Myrna, as you're kind of like readying that, slurping and noises and darkness start to crawl in around you. You hear the woman on the stairs.
Oh, just like home.
So, is that it, Tack?
And then my bonus action is I'm going to bring forth Dr. Fred out here next to me.
Okay.
Actually, what's the... let me put the counter back on. 5, summon him. He's only got a 10-foot reach, so I'm just going to bring him into existence out here.
Okay. And you said people within it are blinded.
Yep. So they have the blind condition
Okay.
as long as they're in it.
So that's
And-
automatically failing ability checks, and attack rolls against a creature have advantage, and their rolls
Thanks.
have disadvantage. Okay.
And nothing can see in it. So
Yeah.
dark vision doesn't allow you to see through it or anything.
Okay, I don't have dark vision, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I was more for the hag, indicating that she wouldn't
Yeah.
have advantage
No, I
to hit
gotcha.
you. So
Okay, so now these dogs, it's their turn.
so they're going to take
How-
damage.
They're going to take damage. So let's do that first, and then I'm going to roll to see if they're smart enough to get out.
They probably want
Head
to
They
go
towards
take
upstairs.
7 points of cold damage.
7 points of cold.
I guess. Oh, well, the lady hasn't started her turn there yet. So
7 points of cold. Math at this late at night is... Oops, wrong way. Please help. So now I'm going to have them do an intelligence check.
oh yeah, remember the plants. So they've got
Ooh.
1 foot of movement is 5 feet of movement.
All right.
So they're going to have trouble getting out.
Okay.
Forfeit.
One of them, you hear like somebody tripped over some boxes. It's just and you hear a big thud on the wall right here
Idiots.
as it runs into. The other one gets just to the door, and you can see it. I don't know how far that spills out, but it gets
comes all the way right out
Okay.
to the square beyond me.
right. with the vegetation and the darkness. It gets to the door, but is its turn. Back to the top, Cass.
It needs to make their deck saves for acid damage because they're
shoot.
still in it.
Ooh, that's a nat 20 and a 17. So
Okay.
20 and a 17.
They pass.
Ooh.
Man, hot dice. All right. Look at me. All right, Cass, we're back to you at the top. You see that one woman is still spinning, just firing off those magic missiles. The other one is looking kind of upset at you and Bull.
Understandable. Okay. That is 2 more swings from my battle axe.
Okay.
That is a 16 and an 18. Sorry, didn't quite hear you there.
The 18 hits.
And the 16 doesn't. Okay. That's scary. That's fine. That's scary.
It's a flesh cape.
Okay, so that's 8. 8 slashing. 5 cold. And
8, 5,
4 radiant.
13, 17. Okay.
And 2 necrotic. Too many dice.
18, 19. So what was the necrotic and the radiant? Was how much of that?
4 necrotic, 2 radiant.
Okay.
No, other way around. 4 radiant, 2 necrotic. There we go.
Halved. Okay. Yeah, you see like some of that magic as it is coming through you. Some of it seems to be making more contact than others. You could tell like when the radiant and the necrotic hit, the cringe on her face kind of gets her. She purses her lips and kind of winces her eyes a little bit more than any of the other damage. Anything else, Cass?
That is me. Yeah, got nothing else I can do. So yeah.
Okay. It is now that one's that you just hit. It's her turn. She's going to, as she's standing there, she's going to start like, it's almost like she's playing with Play-Doh, just starts kneading it and pulling it apart, and lightning starts to crackle in between her hands, and she's going to fling this lightning bolt at you. 5 foot wide. Let's see. I think you're the only one she can get.
Doesn't that bounce?
Is this a dex save or is this an attack?
This is lightning bolt spell. Each creature in the line, so it's a straight line.
Yeah, it's like a Scorcher, but lightning instead, so it's just in a line.
Yep. Yeah, not Chain Lightning.
Chain Lightning is a level 6 spell, please don't.
Not thinking of second edition lightning bolt, where it will actually bounce off solid targets. So, like, if it hits a wall, it would return on the same path.
I love it. So that's a dex save for you, man.
Oh yeah, I'm really good at that. Plus my 1, that is 2.
Are you kidding me? Holy shoot. Let's see.
Natural 1, plus 1.
Not. That's 9. That's 6. So 15. 23. 25 points of lightning damage as she's just kind of, and then pushes it away. Finally. Yeah, so you take that much lightning, 25 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
But that's a big one coming off.
Yeah, I'm resistant to acid.
And it kind of like crackles and crawls up the wall, light and like illuminating this this ceiling. Anything else? Or no, that was my turn. I have to say it's
your turn. What happens to a fish when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
I'll answer my own question. I'm done. Bull, that leads us to you. You just see Cass next to you, just kind of like, you know, that cartoonish lightning. You can see the skeleton within.
Cass, you good, buddy?
Hanging in there. Like, where Cass's hair usually flows, like it's like constantly in the water, it's just yeah, exactly that. Just it's come out slightly towards the sides of the bottom. I was kind of grunting, hanging in there.
Bull's gonna cast Healing Word on himself at level 3. Oh, heals himself for 13.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, he did ask. I can't even hold that against him. He did ask.
And then he's going to target the one that magic missiled him. And wait,
it's the one on the right.
Have they been damaged? I think
they have not.
They have not. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the one on the left. And go ahead and do Toll the Dead, which is a 14 wisdom save.
That's a 9.
It's not gonna do it. So he pulls out a cowbell and starts just going to town on this thing, and that is 14 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, all of that just like as that lightning bolt releases and you come in and do you're told the dead, she just immediately hands go to her head and just starts shaking and kind of like bends over a little bit, and like you can tell it's like affecting her, taking a ton of damage there. Anything else, Bull?
Are these, I'm assuming the people in cages are the cages locked, or is it just kind of like a very crude system?
Yeah, it's a crude system. There is like a very like rusted, aged lock that's on there that would be very easy to break off. It might be easier to just break the cage, you know, but being such a tight quarter, it's kind of like, you know, where are you going to go? But yeah, you see them. They're totally like curled up in the back, pushing as far as they can. Seeing the fireworks up here, not liking it.
I should say, I can't promise that we're gonna save you, but we're gonna go ahead and try.
You see their eyes just get real big, like promise, like no, do. Avi, that leads us to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Fireball right in the door.
All right.
Get him!
And yeah, so it's gonna go. I'm hoping to put it right beyond them, but it's hard for me to see. So, however you want to roll that.
Give me. We could either go Arcana or we could go let's do Arcana. An Arcana check, being able to kind of weave that magic in through a tight spot. It's less about knowing where the door is and more about getting it through the door.
That's an 8 total.
8 total on the Arcana. Yeah, you can't see exactly where to do it. You're just going on some blind faith here.
Sweet. Well, give me a dex save and I'll start rolling damage.
Whew, so there's 2 of them there. Let's see. There's dex, and it stinks. That's a 6 and a 7, so not going to do it.
20, 25. No, wait, shit. 8d6, I only rolled 6. Sorry. Oh, 20, 26. That's a 1. 31 total.
Oh, thank you in chat, 2Socks5 for redeeming those points for a D4 for Morgantha. I love it.
Not you! Damn it!
Okay, hold on. You understand, I got the power of infinity channel points.
Hey, it's about Mike. Michael Bolton told me to do it. Anyway, so...
Y'all hate the cleric is really what this is, because she's closest to me, and I don't know why I'm pointing at the map. You can't see that.
You release this fireball, and it catches the side of the building because it stops closer to you than you thought it would. You were hoping to get it through the door, but it does catch both of them, so they both take damage. What was the damage again?
31.
31. Even with their resistance to fire, they both fall. Yeah. You hear some growling, some snarling, and then 2 thuds.
Hey, I just granted D4s for everybody.
All right. Fair is fair.
And 2 dead doggos.
And 2 dead doggos. With the spending a fireball, though, that's...
well, it's my second. Plant growth is level 3, and so is this. So I'm out.
All right, Avi, what do you want your...
for it? Not like you can use it upstairs.
What do you want your flame seed to do?
I guess just firebolt.
Just...
Yeah. Ooh,
right.
21. And with the one that casts is hitting.
Okay, yep. That hits.
Ooh, that's a 7. Fire damage.
And this is fire damage. Okay. And she kind of like...
It doesn't care, does it?
As she turns her shoulder and catches it, and it just kind of like shrugs off a little bit. So it's Morgantha's turn. She is in the mess. So she takes some damage, yeah?
Yep. Long. Selected the wrong dice there. That is 6 points of cold damage.
6 points of cold. It is her turn. She's looking up the stairs. She knows this building very well, as it is her home, and she's intelligent enough. Can't go up. So she's going to come back down, and there, since that path is clear to the doorway, what's her movement? She's got 30 feet. She can get out. I'm gonna do a dex. Okay. So if you'd like to hear, you'd have to beat her stealth roll, but So
If we'd like to hear, I mean, I want to try.
yeah, if you want to, go ahead. Tack and Avi's. We'll just say, give me a perception check to see if you can hear her coming down.
17 plus 6, 23.
Okay.
She's going to make that dex save if she's done.
Yeah, she is. Are you perceiving her?
Well,
No, but if she ended her turn in the blackness,
Okay, I'd say you would know that. Dex save a 12 plus that is 14. Plus
that's
2.
a fail. So she's going to take 2d6 acid damage for 9 points of acid damage.
Ooh. Right in the doorway, you hear the cackling. Ah, that one hurt. Nice. Coming for you. Upstairs, pay no attention to the title of these individuals in the cages. They are not that. These are two kind of, younger humans, one male, one female, and they are sitting in there. Please help us. They're gonna cut us up. Get us out of here. And they kind of like come forward in the cage a little bit, only to retreat right back. And that leads us to Bella Sunbane, and she kicks the cage. Quiet, you. We'll come back for you later. Again, she's going to do her spin around the room and going to do another magic missile on Bull. As you are there. 6.
I think Bull's invisible at this point.
Did you go invisible?
No, I didn't.
7 points of radiant damage as she's still spinning around. And that's going to lead us to
We've managed to
Tack.
turn one of the hags into a Beyblade. I don't know how we've done this.
I cancel the hunger first and foremost.
Okay. So you see, as this falls, Myrna, your vision opens up. You see Morgantha kind of like leaning in the door as she's got these kind of acid burns on her. It was you, wasn't it?
And then I'm going to take my full 30 feet movement in the back, backing up.
All right.
And then I'm going to release. Let's see. Hold on, let me check my other favorite cantrip. No, I'm just going to go for 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
First one's a 25. Second one is a 19.
Both hit.
It's a total of 11 points of force damage.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, she kind of takes it and like restabilizes herself at the door, making definite eye contact to you. Anything else, Tack?
That is it for me.
All right, Myrna. You are in that second level. The hunger, the blackness drops. You don't see the woman that was standing on the stairwell behind you. Fun is still happening upstairs.
And I did or did not take any of that cold damage.
You didn't.
Okay.
Nope,
I didn't
I
think
didn't.
so, but I wanted to
Nope.
make sure, so.
Yep. We
Okay.
hadn't got back around to you.
Perfect. Well, I already can... Same issue, can't really go upstairs, can't really help there, so I guess go back downstairs and try and catch the witch with any luck. Maybe. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, it's about 25 to there. Yep, I would say. And yeah, she's
right.
like, her back is to you, and she's like getting ready to pull herself out of the room, out of the windmill, towards Tack.
Perfect. I'd like to raise up my warhammer and smash her on the back of the head.
Yeah, let's do it.
That would be natural 20 for 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
All right, so that's 8 plus the D4 because that thing is still going on. Plus 2. Let's try to not throw my dice this time. That's going to be 9. All right, so 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And I would like to use my War Priest ability and use my bonus action to hit her again.
Okay. Your weapon is not magical?
No.
Okay.
And that is going to be 23.
Ooh, that hits.
Did you double your radiant damage from your D4?
What radiant damage?
Oh yeah, you have
your D4 from
Crusader's
your
Mantle isn't a specific. It doesn't say it's radiant damage.
Oh,
it just
okay.
says that it's.
a D4.
I don't think. It says holy power radiates, but it doesn't say that the damage is specifically radiant damage.
Okay.
It just says an extra D4.
That's weird. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, I did not double that last time. Haha. So that one was a 3 last time, so that's an extra 3 damage from the last one. Plus, what was it, 9 last time?
Yep.
Minus the 2, which doesn't get doubled. So that's 7 minus 3, so that's then another 8. So 8 plus.
Okay.
Alright, so then this one is just the regular damage. That will be 6, 7, 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I am done.
Yeah, where her body was leaning, like going out, she now is like turning back around and looking at you where this headache is coming from. We're back upstairs. How Cass was? I think you always acted before her, right? For some reason.
I think
This
it
movie.
rotates when you're on the same initiative.
Oh.
And it flops the order
well-
every round.
We'll keep you. Cass, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around to Bull and just be like, I think we should be hitting the same one. Just swing twice more with my axe.
I mean, to be fair, the other one hasn't taken any damage. But yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that is dirty 20
Ooh, yep, definitely hits.
and a 22.
Yep.
Also, assume I don't get the extra d4s now.
Yeah, with her being downstairs, yeah, that would drop.
Sorry.
That's cool. 9 slashing, 10 cold, and 6 necrotic.
Oh. Ray with the math, guys. Come on. 9 slashing. How much cold?
8, I think I said.
And then how much necrotic?
Where's my dice rolls? Oh, I didn't add the necrotic properly. 5, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, again, the necrotic damage seems to cause her a little more pain and agony than anything else. She is going to kind of like lunge forward at you, and she's going to cast a spell. I need a... Nope, this is an attack. Oh, that's a 19 plus 6. 25.
Plus 6! Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, so this black beam of energy comes out of her as she's only an inch from you, and it just like lights up your body. You deal half damage with weapon attacks that use strength.
Ray of Enfeeblement, son of a bitch. Alright.
That ought to help, sister. Put your attack over here, please. And she didn't really move. She just kind of like leaned forward, but she's staying where she's at. Bolt, you see this happening. This black beam just kind of sludge out of her fingertips.
Same thing, like, Cass, you good?
I'm feeling a little weak, but I'm okay. Can we please hit the same one?
Yeah, I've been doing that, and he'll go ahead and cast Healing Word on himself at 2nd level. Oh my god.
Just trading volleys of magic missile and healing word. I like it.
For 8, which is not great, not terrible though. And then it's gonna do Toll the Dead on the damaged one.
Okay.
And he's gonna go ahead and say, "Hey, I guess I don't know. I don't want to make fun of your looks, but you don't look great. And he's going to use cutting words to make them roll a d8 against whatever their save is.
Oh dang, man. Okay. So D8. That's a weird dice I never use. That's a 1. So -1 on their dice. And then is this a save?
Yeah. 14 wisdom.
Nope, not gonna do it. That's an 11.
All right, and so that is
Would have been a 10 -1.
2d12. Ooh, sorry guys. That is 21 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch! And that it takes all of that. And then she has to do a concentration check. So is it half the damage? What? How do the? I can't.
I think it's 8. The DC is 8 plus the damage that let me look.
Yeah, if you could help me out. It's either 10 if the damage is below 10, and if it's above 10. I can't hear you, Ray.
Oh, it's plus half the damage you've taken.
Okay,
That's how you go.
right.
So it's either 10 or it's 10 plus half the damage you've taken.
So
if that goes
20.
over.
So yeah,
No,
it'd be-
It's the greater of half the damage
Okay.
or 10.
so
Yeah.
He did 21. It's 11.
10. Ooh, that's a 13. So yeah, we're good. So she maintains Raven feeblement on Ray.
Dead yet?
Half damages all around, guys. Anything else, Bull?
I mean, Bob's told me that he can bamf us out, but I don't know if Bull would actually know that.
You've seen his flame seed do that before.
He goes closer, wanting to get warmth. I'll say that.
Yeah, you've seen him bamf people out with his flame seed. All right, Avi.
Well, I'm gonna do that. And Cass, if you're willing, you come with. If you're not willing, you're gonna take some damage.
What's the radius on this?
10 feet. So I've already, it won't hit the 2 humans.
Yeah, you'll miss the non-combatants there.
I mean, if I'm... This is the part where it's like, Ray says, yeah, I'm willing. Cass would probably not be. And that worries me.
I mean, your call.
Sure. Begrudgingly.
Okay, so I'm gonna teleport them within 30 feet of what I can see. I'm going to teleport them.
You could definitely get them on like the scaffolding that's around on the second floor.
Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll do.
You could get them on. You could get them on the ground, I think, because 8 + 8. Yeah, you could get them all the way down to the ground.
Oh shit! Let me do this first. I'm going to cast Earth Tremor on her, Morgantha.
Okay.
So it is a. You cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you, and so it's 10 feet is what the range is, it looks like. Or no, within a 5-foot diameter, sorry. So it's directly on her.
Yeah, it would be just Morgantha then.
Must make a dex saving throw. You're looking for 14 or higher, and they're going to take a 1d6.
It's 15 + 2, 17.
So they take 2 damage. Shit, I was hoping she would knock prone, but now...
What kind of... Is that magical damage?
It's magical...
Yeah, it's not. Okay. So 2.
1d6 magical bludgeoning damage. Yeah, so 2 damage. And now it's difficult terrain right there. And so what? Then I'm going to bamf them directly in front of her. So she can't move anywhere.
Okay.
And everybody upstairs is going to take 1d6. Must make a dex saving throw. Or take 1d6 + 3 damage. The 2 ladies upstairs.
Okay, sorry. Say that one more time.
2 ladies upstairs, 1d or a dex saving throw. You're going to beat 14 again.
Okay, so that is that's a 13 and a 15. So the one that has not taken any damage saved.
Okay, so the other one takes 8 fire damage. And Cass and Bull and the Flame Seed are now on the first floor. In front of the lady.
Okay. You can move your tokens down there if you'd like.
Whoa.
Cass, I'll move you. In front of the lady. So now we got a party.
We're coming for you.
5. Well, I guess 6.
If you wanted these meat pies that bad,
I
could have
asked
just
you,
said so.
You didn't have to roofie me.
Well, you were being irritating.
And she is going to disappear in front of you, and you see those kind of the vaporous kind of fade, and she disappears. Up here, and see, where did they go, sister? Where did they go? And they're going to start making their way down. Attack. You and Dr. Fred, Tack, what do you want to do?
Yes, I'm going to. What's the rule on it? Hold on, let me check and see if I can even target an invisible creature.
So she's got to make it. Yeah, maintains the ray of enfeeblement from the fire damage.
God damn it.
So while Tack's looking that up, here's a question. Ray of enfeeblement is 60-foot range, but once it's on you, is it on you? Or once you leave that 60 foot, does it fall? Something to ponder.
Chat, what do you think?
Anyway, Tack.
It does say specifically until the spell ends, so I think it stays.
I like it.
I'm going to try and Eldritch Blast her anyway. Think attacking an invisible creature, if she truly is invisible, is just a disadvantage.
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Just a straight intelligence check.
Oh, nope, that was a save. I'm sorry. Oh, it's the same number, so 19.
This doesn't look like an invisibility. Like most of the times when they go invisible, they're gone. This is like on a different thread, or the etherealness. Like she's on the ethereal plane, so you can't really.
Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do with that.
Not a lot you can do.
So I'm gonna hold action then, and if I see her or anyone else hostile break that door or come through that door, I'm gonna release Eldritch Blast.
Okay. All right, Myrna.
There we go. So she disappears. Does she have that shimmer?
So in front
Completely.
But it is there, yeah.
You know what?
I mean, you could give me an intelligence check if you want to make that same idea as Tack just came upon.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try and. Okay, well, I know she was here. I'm gonna try and hit her with Sacred Flame if she's still there. She's gotta make a dex saving throw. I mean, if she's not there, I mean, nothing happens. If she is, then
yeah, nothing happens. It just kind of up and down, right in front of you.
Okay. Well, that's it for me then, I guess, because I'm concentrating on another spell and.
Okay. Cass, you've been transported. You're now on the floor. You're still feeling kind of weak and almost like your lungs are kind of being taxed with every breath, just with this ray of enfeeblement that is upon you. You can give me a Constitution save. Is that at the end? At the end of your turn. So if there's nothing you want to do, just remind me that Constitution save.
Okie doke. So, I'm going to quickly turn to everyone and just say, so she just up and vanish. Wonderful. Great. I guess we're still clearing this place out. I'm going to go ahead and twist around and head back up the stairs, or at least I would, but I can't move my token. For some
I think it's
reason.
because I dragged it out there originally. If you want to drag out a new one and use it.
Yep, that is a thing I shall do. Walk
Okay.
right up the stairs.
Okay, so there
See as a
was
hag.
difficult terrain in the doorway, so that's going to cut back 5 feet.
Okay,
I think
that's
you're
still
down 1 square.
10, 20,
5, 10.
30. Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, all right. And you see that the one that was spinning around the pole up there, shooting the magic missile, is there coming down.
Oh, of course it's the one that's not injured. God damn it.
Oh, hello. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a frostbite. That is a con save.
That's an 8. No, 11.
Okay. That is 9 points of cold damage. So go ahead and point my hand out and begin to freeze across the.
Yeah, it
the side
starts
of
to kind of like creep up, but then quickly thaws out. Coming down the stairs again is her sister. Oh, it's this one. I thought you guys left. You left only to come back up. Okay. And she's going to... she's going to lightning bolt you again. I'm tired of this. And she's... And then lets it fly. I believe that's a dex save.
That is a dex save.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So 21.
You get your D4 again.
And yeah, you would be
yeah,
activated. You saved, so, you know.
I'm still going to take half damage though, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just can't
thought so.
remember. 8d6. So it's 7. Plus another 14. Oh, 2 ones. 16. 23 halved, so 11 points of lightning damage.
That's okay. That's manageable.
You should leave, she says. And then, yeah, so we're back to Bull.
He's just gonna rub his temples a little bit. Like,
Just sarcastic off.
this guy's gonna get himself killed, and he'll run in there after him. Running past Myrna, like, he'll say, "Hey, Myrna, I'm gonna get this one." He runs out.
Yeah, you're able to get right behind where Cass is out. Yeah, you got it. And you can see both sisters down there.
And then I guess, are they? I know one of them is it. Ooh, actually, I don't care how injured they are. I am going to do Cloud of Daggers. Can I get both of them, or is it just gonna be one of them?
5 foot, and yeah, so you could just get one.
I'll center it on the damaged one.
Okay, that would be the left one.
To the left. Okay. So when they start their turn, I believe it's going to be 4. No, I read the wrong one. 44 stabby damage, slashing.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Stabbiness. Okay. Is that it, Bull?
He's gonna put his hand on Cass's shoulder, and he's like, "Yeah, you done you done a thing, and give him inspiration.
Okay. All right. Ovid.
So quick-witted. So quick-witted and absolutely useless with your inspiration.
You did something. Avi, what you gonna do?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have the Flame Sea come here to me, and then I'm going to bamf to this scaffolding right there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna come in and do Burning Hands.
All right.
I'm out of spell slots, y'all. Burning Hands.
Point, guys.
And I only had 2, so I'm down to 1.
15
flying
foot.
I only had 1.
15-foot cone must make a dex
Alright.
saving throw. Each creature
Okay, you
takes
can
3d6.
You can get both.
And I'm
Purple is the one on the left. Clear is the one on the
And
right.
I'm gonna say, surprise, motherfuckers!
What save is it? A dex?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one on the left failed. They rolled a 5. I don't think their modifier is big enough. So that'd be a 7 and a 18.
The 18 passes.
Okay.
So 6, 4, and a 3. Last time I checked was at 11. So
6,
the
4,
one that passed
no, that's
takes
13.
5. The other one takes 11.
And this is fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like you guys using fire spells.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm fire guy.
Fired guy. And how much did the one that saved take?
11.
Half of 11?
Yeah.
It's 5.
So, and then I'm gonna
So, yeah.
back up and kind of come
Barely.
back around on the scaffolding.
Okay, yeah, you're able to like just kind of like step across. It's not a huge leap to get there. Let's see here. This one here. Why are you still here talking to you, Cass and Bull? Not going to go away anytime soon, are you? What do I have, man?
We can totally just walk away.
You know where the door is.
And then you're just going to come and attack us. So, yeah, we've learned that pretty much everything in this place hates us.
Oh, Cass, you can give me a Constitution save to try to get out of that Rave Enfeeblement. I don't know that we marked off damage from that last time, but
Yes, please.
Sorry, chat is amazing right now.
It's a 10.
that's a 10. All right, still Rave.
I was 100% sure. It's not in my inventory. I was 100% sure that someone else had it.
Anyway, so the one is standing there and just starts like waving her hands at you and pushes this kind of the smoke that she's created into your face, and you start to inhale. I need a wisdom save.
Oh, goody.
You've got inspiration.
I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use it.
We also have a D4 that nobody's used yet.
Oh, I should use that too. Okay, so I rolled 1 on both D4s, which means I have a grand total of 9. Cool. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's time to leave.
So these nightmares, as this smoke like wafts into your nostrils and up into your eyes, you start to see flashes of Strahd just kind of running in and out of your vision, just back and forth. Let's see, it's damage time. You take 17 points of psychic damage as Strahd just keeps flashing in front of your face just constantly, and it's blurring your vision so much. And that was phantasmal. Ooh, wait, one more D10 because I cast it at 5th level.
Cool.
So another 5 points of psychic damage. Sorry.
22.
That was Phantasmal Killer, so now you do have that. You can make a Wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Are we just throwing dice out there?
Okay.
That's their turn. You can leave. We have said this before, right, sister? Right. Attack.
I'm waiting. Right here.
All right. Holding any particular action?
Nope. Actually, I move 30 feet back.
Okay. So I think you're
left with like 150 foot range. So
yeah. I think you're roughly about 60 feet off the map. Just
yeah.
Is Dr. Fred coming with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Myrna.
Well, I'm gonna hear all the ruckus above my head. Sigh. Because I've been around tech far too long. I'm going to, I guess, come up, yeah, ish, somewhere in here. I'm just gonna put myself there.
Yep. You can move through Bowl and split.
Okay.
Bowl and Cass.
Well, then here, I'll just pop here.
Yep.
As I'm walking up the stairs, I'm going to wriggle my fingers over my warhammer, drop my Crusader's mantle, and turn my warhammer into a magic weapon. And yes, there's a reason I have not done this. Myrna hasn't fought, like, hags and whatnot. She wouldn't know that would be a thing. It's all about testing things out, so I don't want to see faces from all y'all. Alright? It's all about the character process, okay?
I'm with it.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. So I now get, and this will last for an hour as long as I have concentration. I get +1 to attack and damage.
Nice. And it becomes a magical weapon, yeah?
Yes, yes.
I think that's a key
Yep.
here.
That is the important part.
I like.
As I get to the top of the stairs, I'm just going to rear my warhammer back and hopefully strike with a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Which one are you hitting? The left or right one?
Which one is the more damage looking one?
Left. Again. The left one.
The one on the left then.
Yep.
All right. So then I get that's the 8.
Kill Stealer Supreme.
That is going to be 7 plus the one is 8 points of damage.
8 points total. Is it
8 plus the 1, right?
Okay.
No, 8.
9.
Whatever I said is the last number is the 8.
8. It's 8. 8 plus.
Yeah. Thank you.
DM smiling as if
it is midnight for me. Okay, math is hard.
I know. I hear numbers and I'm like that crazy meme where I'm just doing calculations in the sky. Okay.
All right, and that's my bonus action, and then that's my movement and my action. So
okay.
How much fucking points these have?
Cass, it would be your turn. When we switch tokens, you got moved out, but I'll add you in. It's your turn.
All right.
So you have 2 saves to make at the end of your turn.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I would have ran if Myrna started running, but didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and make another 2 attacks.
Okay.
Wait, who can I reach?
So
that's a better question.
Ray of Enfeeblement is in, and is your attack strength based?
Yeah, strength based.
That quarter damage though.
Yeah, so it's going to be quarter damage.
Yeah, it's not smart, but I've said it, so I'm doing it.
Okay.
And disappointment on everyone's faces. I can feel it.
No. All right, give me the.
It's okay.
Attack rolls here.
18 on the first.
That hits.
Natural 20 on the second.
Hit. Sorry, cranky and chats. So, roll damage and then we'll do some math here. Quarter damage. Quarter damage on the strength stuff, but not the magical or the cold or necrotic that comes out of it, I would imagine.
Yeah, so with all the reductions, that would be 4 points of slashing, 8 points of cold reduced, so 4 points of cold if they're resistant, and then 11 points of necrotic.
How do you want to do this?
Did I get it?
Yay, he got one.
Fucking finally!
We got one. She had 10 hit points left, and I'm like, ooh, 8? Come on, and I forgot the necrotic's coming, and that's
Just a
full
little
damage.
more. Just a little more.
So this one, as you're kind of just like stabbing and like reaching for anything you have.
Okay, so two things activate. Two things activate when this happens. So the first thing, 2 strikes come across it. The second strike pretty much goes ahead and tears it in half. As it does so, the blood across the battle axe begins to make its way up across my fingertips, and you watch the blood begin to pull upwards and into the wounds that I use for my maledict, and that is my Curse of the Undying. So I regain 4 HP from that roll for killing him, and then I activate Fallen Puppet, reanimate her, and make her attack her ally.
Gross.
All right.
And amazing at the same time.
At the same time, as she falls, your strength comes back. Your labored breathing is returned to normal. I will say, as you are making those stabs and all this is happening, you get this vision of Strahd in your head just laughing, as you're kind of you're doing
bastard.
like.
I hate him.
You're doing my bidding, and he's just laughing within your head. I do need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, okay.
As concentration is still up on Phantasmal.
-1, that's an 18. I like number 18 today.
Nice.
Yeah, so that visage of Strahd in your head on that save goes away, and you are no longer phantasmal.
Thank God. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a. I'm gonna go ahead and amplify that blood curse, so that the attack from the hag on the other hag deals an extra 2 damage.
Okay.
And gets a +2 to hit.
Okay. Are there limitations to this puppetry?
Has to be a melee attack.
Okay. All right.
Can't be a spell. They have to be within 30 foot of me, and they have to make a single weapon attack against a target of my choice within the target's range.
Right.
So it's just going to reanimate, turn, scratch, and it gets a +2 to the damage and +2 to hit from my amplification.
So she comes up and turns immediately towards her sister and is just going to claw at her. She gets 1 melee attack, so if you +7 if you want to go ahead and roll that, or I can roll it. It's up to you.
You can roll it. I trust you.
All right, +7. Yeah, that's a 19 +7. I'm gonna hit. And 2d8 +4.
2d8. Jesus.
Jesus. So that's 17 points of slashing without the bonus.
Okay, so it goes up to 19 because it's +2.
19, cut in half. But yeah, still some
Non-silvered,
damage.
yeah.
Phantasmal's already dropped, so... Okay, alright. Bull. You're seeing like some crazy shit happening at the top of the stairs. People are falling, coming back up, and just swiping. Seems like a sister's turned on a sister.
Brother against brother. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and run up there and use dissonant whispers on the one that's standing and say, "Your missiles suck. That's a wisdom of 14.
The one that's a 17 plus 2. It's a 19.
Alright, so it'll be 14 half is 7 points of psychic damage.
How many points? Say that one more time.
7 points of psychic damage.
Gotcha.
And then he is just gonna go ahead and just like scooch in behind Myrna and say like, hey, don't mind me, I'm just gonna squeeze back here a little bit.
Alright.
That'll be his turn.
Alright, Avi. Standing out on the scaffolding.
Can I make it to the south side of the scaffolding?
Ooh, that one's going to require a jump.
Well, shit.
Because that break. Or you could do strength if you kind of get up into the window and then sidestep across.
No, I'll just do it from here. I'm gonna shoot the bird with a firebolt.
The bird is sitting there kind of watching all of this through that window, sees you come across.
I know that it is the eyes and the ears of the hag inside. So...
Do ya?
She very clearly made it that she knows what's going on.
She did say, "Oh, my raven," blah blah blah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot it.
All right.
I said 22. Fuck you, bird.
That definitely hits the bird, Mr. Fucky Bird.
It's like a succubus, but a bird.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage. So it's a 13. It takes that 13 points of fire damage. Some of its feathers get singed, and it starts to fly up and back away.
13 points of damage didn't kill this bird?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check. I mean, you would know this. Like, no bird, as birds are kind of your hated enemies. You've probably firebolted a few in your time as a child.
Yeah, no, I just go around shooting birds. No.
This one seems to take the damage and where every other one you've ever firebolted didn't. Something different about this one.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have my fire spirit just firebolt the one that's left.
The one what?
The other lady
the hag.
inside.
Okay, yep. You can see through there.
17 hits.
Yeah, just barely.
Ooh, max damage. That's 6.
Halved.
Halved. Yeah, 3 points of damage. Chip in the wheel, folks.
Avi, anything else?
No, I'll back up a little bit. Who knows what the fudge this bird's gonna do?
You all standing at the stairs kind of feel this cold swoosh come by you, and moves through you.
There's no hag.
This one, being totally surrounded, is going to that same kind of shifting that you've seen Morgantha do happens, and she disappears in front of you. Tack, 60 feet away, staring at the door.
I mean, I just saw firebolts light up a bird.
You did, and the bird is now like kind of hovering and.
Fucking kill it.
Well, the bird can catch some eldritch blasts then.
Okay, all right.
Hell yeah!
Roll the innocent raven, man.
That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. It's just a raven.
And that is
It's clearly not just a
13 to
raven.
hit.
It took 18 points of damage and survived.
What was the damage, Tech?
Did both the second one hit with a 13?
Yes.
That is 15 points of force damage.
It's still living.
It lost half of its altitude on those 2 hits. It's just falling down. So it is below the scaffolding, just barely. Still standing.
How many? How? We're at like 31 hit points here.
This raven has
raven
more
has-
hit points than I do.
What was the total hit points? I have 28.
I think you're right. You're right.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. 13
Same.
plus 15. Math is hard,
All right.
folks.
Mirna, you see that one sister vanish.
And nobody... I'm asking only because this is how the map is set up. Nobody is in front of me with the... Other than the
Just the
whatever it
animator.
is, right?
Yep.
Okay. And that's Cass's toy.
Yeah.
Y'all are a pain in the butt.
I'm trying hard.
I was so ready to kill the other sister, and you're like, oh, she disappeared. I'm like, why? Myrna has no idea there's people up on the 3rd floor, so she would have no reason to go up there. Well, what do we do now?
Probably go ahead and wait a little while, see if they reappear. If they don't, we go and tell the fine folks that Bull flirted with upstairs to get the hell out of here.
Oh, I don't know if I flirted with them, but I mean, Jack and Jill are upstairs.
You said hello, told them that we were going to save them, and then threw them a devilish grin.
Sounds like a flirt. Well,
I mean, I was a bullfrog less than 10 minutes ago. I had to be charming to someone.
Yeah, I don't think other than that, I'd probably just wait it out.
all right, Cass.
Would help if I wasn't muted. Gonna wait and see if they reappear, and if they do, they're catching my battle axe. But if they don't, then I'm heading upstairs.
What happens with your puppet there?
It's only like literally one. Like it's a reaction. It animates, does one attack. And then goes back down.
So it fell. Okay, all right.
If it was, I would love it if it was permanent, but unfortunately, it's not. Great.
Bull. No threats around you. All's quiet.
Bull would probably stick his head out that window behind him and yell for Tack. Tack, come on back in here. I think everybody ran outside, so you're in more danger out there than in here. And then he would go upstairs.
Okay. As you stick your head out that window, you do see that raven that is kind of like trying to figure out where it's going to go. The same raven you held in your hand. And I should say, as you're up here too, and you have kind of a better aerial view, and perhaps I should have said this earlier, but you do see 4 monoliths out, kind of past Tack even. Tack, you're getting kind of closer to it. But there are 4 monolithic stones coming out of the ground, kind of with like manicured foliage around it. Seems like there's something going on there.
Would Bull have known that this raven had been hit by a couple of spells?
It looks a whole lot more rough than when you first had it.
He will toll the dead on it.
Right.
Oh, that's a wisdom save of 14.
Let's see, what is its wisdom? No, that's going to be a 10.
It's 15 points of damage then.
Lit this bird up.
Yeah, that's enough to do it. As it its equilibrium is like thrown off, and it starts doing this weird kind of nosedive thing where it's just like back and forth. It thuds and hits the ground. As soon as it hits the ground, what was once a raven form turns into a human. A clothed human.
I guess you don't see that every day.
Obvious. Or anything else, Bull? Sorry.
I guess the other thing be like, Tack, you want to check on that?
Avi, that leads us to you.
How far of a drop is it? 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run and just drop down and
Okay.
look at it.
Yeah, you're able to do so with that.
And then I'll use my action to like investigate it.
Yeah, so it's seemingly female in a kind of bone structure and makeup. Grayed. It's got like a grayed streak of hair. Black all the way around. It's got they have a couple feathers tied into the back bun that is now kind of like half fallen out. Dangly earrings. Nice clothes. You can tell they're not as flamboyantly colorful as Vistani, but there is a little more to it than what most Barovians are wearing.
And are they dead?
You can give me a medicine check if you'd like. You do see a short sword sheathed on one hip and a hand crossbow on the back.
15.
Yeah, not breathing.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word.
Okay.
By the way, this is the only person I've ever healed in this game.
Is the raven that you lit up. Yeah, so you cast that. Nothing, no life comes back to it. There might have been a little too much in that fall that it took.
Yeah, I'll just look to attack and go, it's dead.
Anything else, Avi?
Yeah, I'll hang around the body a little bit.
Okay. You hear, those of you on the second level hear some groans like, are they still here? Let us out! Let us out! And then we get to tack.
I'm gonna pat down the body of the dead person there that Avi was just casting spells on. I mean, they're dead now, so they don't need their stuff.
I don't think you could make, if you dashed, you could make it there because you were 60 feet back.
Okay.
Yeah,
You dash, you get there, but you used your action
you ran
to dash.
away, remember? I don't know if you remember that, but you
ran
ran
away.
away.
Fair enough.
Myrna.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't help to get two birds eaten in one bush. What is this saying? And I'll walk upstairs.
Okay.
And I guess, are these like big padlocks that I could maybe try and break open with my warhammer? Or are these like...
They're pretty rusted. The crates themselves look like they might be easier to break open than trying to get through the rusted metal of the padlock. I mean, that's how shoddy they are. These people inside are emaciated. Is that what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emaciated, kind of gaunt, kind of sunken in. Clothes are kind of like hanging off of them. So there's not a whole lot of strength that they could put forward other than, calling for help.
Right.
They see you come in. Oh, please help us. I can't believe you got rid of them.
Oh, I did not say that. Just back up.
Yeah, and they kind of move to, get as close to the back wall as they can.
Rusty, do you want, Dog just jumped off the couch.
Did a flying leap. No, you're able to get it. These crates are pretty weak. So if you want, you're just able to bust both of them open.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, now go.
Okay. Thank you. And they start to kind of get up and move. Cass?
I'm gonna head upstairs as well.
Yep.
And as Miona goes ahead and breaks these open, I'm gonna pull 2 rations from my bag, hold them out, and then stop and just say, I know you are hungry. But if you go ahead and eat this all in one go, it's gonna do more harm than good.
Okay.
So make sure you take it slow, take it easy, okay?
Okay. Are you?
I'm gonna hand over the rations.
Thank you. Are you going to escort us back to Valaki? I don't know that we can make it on our own. Sorry, I can't say this without laughing. Just the vision of you guys going back to Valaki. But that's that turn. We can kind of exit. We'll keep the turn order up, but we can kind of open up our movements a little bit as there's no real threat at the moment. So if there's something we want to kind of just get into, I know we're running late here, so I want to kind of,
Can I just say that when Cass came up after the prisoners left, would have put my hand on his shoulder when I said, "You finally got your kill." And before he can make a smart retort, I will take a knife, my small knife, out of my pack, do a little notch in my palm, and hold my palm out. Brothers in arms, no?
Cass will kind of go ahead and smile. And just, yeah. Took all of us almost dying again to do it, but yeah. And we'll go ahead and begrudgingly, but also kind of not begrudgingly accept.
Love it. I think with that, folks, we're going to call it for the night. I think that's a good spot to end on a nice, endearing moment with the two of you. This was a long grind of initiative all night. Wow. I didn't know how I was going to handle this, and I didn't know how you guys were going to handle this. But right now, the old Bonegrinder windmill, I can probably reveal what its name is now to you. It's called the old Bonegrinder. Is free of any sort of hags that were inhabiting it. You guys got them to escape and run away with their tails between their legs. So they have fled, for all that you can tell right now. Spent a long time here, and yeah, so now, like Cass says in chat, it's loot time. So we'll spend the start of next episode figuring out what is all in this windmill, as there are many little nooks and crannies here. You saved the captured individuals, that they are now on their way, hoping you'll escort them to Vallaki, but we'll see how that goes. With that being said, thank you everybody in chat. Chat was firing off on full cylinders tonight. Thank you for being here and donating the D4s when you can. We appreciate it. This has been another episode of Curse of Strahd here, sponsored by Roll20, Roll20.net. You can check them out for all your tabletop needs. You can catch us again tomorrow night at 8 Central. Some clacking. Is that you, Ray?
Sorry.
That's all right. You can catch us tomorrow night at 8 Central for our one-shot Call of Cthulhu: The Lightless Beacon. Wednesday at 8 Central for our continuing adventures in Wildmount with our Beyond Amends. And then Sunday will be Star Wars, as it is off week for Curse of Strahd. So we'd love to see you hanging out for all of those. We truly appreciate you being in chat and hanging out with us. Please come back. I don't know what I was going to say. It's late. This one went late, guys. It's a lot of math. So with that, I think we should call it a night and say thank you all. I will end the stream there.
Also, Pumpkin Tiger, thanks for that last minute follow. Appreciate it.
Oh, hey, Pumpkin Tiger. Oh, I love the name. That's kind of cool. See ya.
Yep, see y'all.